Good evening, folks, and welcome back into the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center. My name is Jeff McIntyre for High Button Sports, and we're here for the final game of the day in the Under-16 AAA Nova Scotia Provincial Championships. Just going to hand you off to the PA announcer for the O Canada, singing of O Canada, pardon me, and the 7 skaters are on the ice now. Game number 5 of the day, this one between the Kings and the Bucks. Kings have started their tournament 0-1. They're looking to bounce back in this one. And the Bucks have a 1-0 record coming into this one, looking to stretch it to a 2-0. Hope everyone's been enjoying the coverage all day long and the opening ceremonies as well. Great job by the Cape Breton McNally Jets putting that together.
Please stand if you're able to. Remove your hats from O Canada.
Starting goalies for this evening's game. In goal for the Bucks, number 30, Callum Kelly. And at the other end for the Kings, Joseph Saunders, number 31. And we're just about ready to get this one kicked off. Final game of day 1 of the Under-16 AAA Nova Scotia Provincial Championships is just about to get underway. Here we go. Kings control the draw. Play it off the boards and out to the neutral zone. Bucks take control there and fire it right back. Glover tries to play it ahead to Frazier. Frazier can't quite handle the pass. Kings give chase inside the Bucks zone, trying to come away with the puck out of the corner, and they do. Cycling it to the middle. Frazier shoots. The stick may have come out of the stick harder than the puck did, but another shot from the corner. That was off the side of the goal. Still nothing registered on goal for Kelly. Puck's down low, punched away from the pile by Jackman. Jackman spins off his check. Centering pass off a skate, lying in the crease, but no King in the area to find the loose puck. Frazier again regains control, tries to walk to the middle, can't get the shot away. Bucks with possession momentarily. They'll just flip it out to the neutral zone. Just going to land on the stick of Amaro. He'll spin off his check and plays it out to the neutral zone. Chipped ahead over the line. Lemoyne has a quick shot. It's off a stick and into the corner. Bucks look to break it out quickly. Here they come. That rush is shut down in the neutral zone. Roach couldn't quite get the line. Played outside the line. Bucks just tag up in time. Chance coming here, walking around, just stumbling, but it kicked out nonetheless. Easy stop for Saunders, but he kicked it to the corner. That pass across is going to drag the Bucks defenseman outside the zone. And that's sent down the ice, but icing looks like actually they do call it. Looked like they waved it off initially. .13-10 left here in the first period. Bit of a slow start for both teams, trying to get their legs underneath them for their second game of the day. Draws scrambled. Finally dug free. Bucks can't find the exit. Taken over by the Kings and played down low. Bucks first to it. Played up the wall for Pridham. Pridham can't find the handle. He's pinched down on hard by Weston. Played around. Jackman tries to spin it towards the front of the goal. Nothing doing there. Back behind the goal. Flip to the middle, just hops over the stick of Jackman. Good play from Weston to make sure Pridham couldn't get away with it. McClellan was there for the Bucks as well. Bucks trying to break it out of their own zone, but good back pressure there from Culp. Stretch pass at center, deflected into the Kings zone. Weston's back for it. He'll play it to an open wing. Neufeld chips it ahead, but it's kept in by the Bucks. Down the wing, they try to bull through a couple of bodies, but can't do so. Back the other way. Bailey behind his net, drops it off there. Just punched to an open wing. Bucks can't find the opening again. Slavuta plays it into the middle. Chance coming. Good stick in front to negate that shot. Another pass is taken away before it reaches the target. Battle along the boards, finally punched out by the Bucks. Glover back for it for the Kings. Played down into the corner by the Bucks. Big hit there, rubbing his man out. It was Lively, I believe. Showed his physical presence in the first game of the day for the Kings, but fortunately for Lively, found himself in the penalty box a few times. Glover plays it across. Romaine will skate through the neutral zone, but can't get it deep. Turned over just inside the line. Bucks try to break it out. Frazier just about strips his man coming out of the zone. Now Jackman with it. Jackman's shot towards the goal is blocked before getting there. Another shot that's blocked in the corner. Back to the point. Jackman again, walks around his man. Looks for a lane, decides to go around the goal, looking for a passing option, and he's sealed nicely along the boards. Looks like Jackman has a bit of a shadow now. Battle in front of the goal, but it gets back to the point. Shot's blocked. Loose puck out to the center ice area, but a very good play from Amaro to get back in time. He'll play it to an open wing, banks it off the boards for Frazier, into the middle now. Jackman will fire it back down low. Back forward is Bailey. Bailey with some time. He'll skate things out, plays a pass across the ice. Probert over the line. Bothered from behind, but dumps it in and gives chase. Behind the goal, Probert loses the handle, played to an open corner. Stepping up there, pass onto the back door, just misses. Bucks have it behind the goal now. Played back to the point. Murphy takes a quick shot, and that is gloved down by Saunders for a whistle. 9:35 left here in the first period of play. Early shots on goal, just one apiece. Not a whole lot happening early in this one. Right off the draw, Bucks have a glorious chance but can't get the shot away. Played back to the point, quick shot coming, blocked in front of the goal. Kings try to come in transition but miss the pass at center. Following up the play there is Lemoyne. Pardon me. Back for it is Siderick. He'll be around the goal. Hounded from behind. Gets it to Lemoyne along the boards. He can't find the opening. Weston comes in to help out. Just kept in at the line by Dodge. Kings trying to break it out. Good stick lift along the boards. Buccaneers trying to regroup quickly. Mumbercat battling just inside the blue line. Digs it free. Myra comes in to help out. Cole battling in there. Chips it by. Mumbercat gives chase. He's knocked off stride looking for a call. None is coming. And that is going to be banked into the bench of the Kings for a face-off in the neutral zone. Draws one by the Kings in the neutral zone. Glover plays it ahead, reverses a hit, quick shot on goal, that's blocked, and that takes a bite out of the Bucks defenseman. He looks to be shaking it off. Quickly back the other way. Come the Bucks. Puck's dumped into the cross corner. And they'll give chase. Culp tries to play it to the middle. That's shut down along the boards. Bucks regain possession into the corner, behind the goal, looking for a lane to the net. That'll hit a body and ricochet down behind Saunders' net. Loose puck gathered up by Glover, and he'll play it to an open wing. Passes ahead and just off the stick there of Chisholm, and that's going to slide the length of the ice as he hadn't quite reached the ice, or the center ice line, pardon me. Draws one by the Kings. They have it behind their goal. Flipped out front. Tough pass to handle for Culp. All he can do is shuffle it aside. Probert gains the line and fires it back in for the Bucks, and they'll give chase. Puck rims around the far side. Just kept in at the line and cycled back down behind the goal. Everything kind of kept to the boards early in this one. Not a whole lot of scoring chances to be had. Puck's shoveled into the neutral zone. Weston Neufeld gives chase but can't find the handle. Harlow takes a weak shot towards the goal, and that's knifed over the glass by Saunders. .6:48 left here in the first period of play. Still scoreless in this one. Shots only 2-1 in favor of the Bucks at this stage of the game. Amaro trying to battle his man off the puck. Bucks trying to find the handle inside the offensive zone. And after a skirmish along the boards, puck comes free for Corkum. Corkum trying to make his man miss. Puts it out to center, and that pass is a little too far ahead. Dodge will play it ahead, but it's off the stick of Corkum. Icing's waved off. Now we have Neufeld. Puck hops over his stick, and Dodge keeps it in at the point. Amaro battling his man. Another pile up along the half wall. It's where 90% of this game's been played. Bucks take control. Pass across to Myra. Back into the middle. Quick shot coming. Seeing eye shot. Not sure Saunders saw it, but it misses the goal. And the Kings will flip it out to center. That cross-ice pass is almost knocked away by Slavuta. Now he does have a chance, but it slides a little too far ahead of him. He can't get a chance on goal. Pass ahead. Not a whole lot of passes connecting at this moment. Now there is one. Quick shot. Kicked away by Kelly. Puck's along the wall here. Weston gets it at center. Plays it across to Slavuta. He can't dump the puck in, and he's going to go for a quick change anyway. Bucks are changing as well. Pile up in the corner. Bit of a shot from behind there, but Bucks managed to come away with the puck. Centering pass, knifed away. Now there's a loose puck there. It's kicked to the half wall. Cycle down below. Murphy steps up to try and keep it in and does. That centering pass is off of a Kings player in front. Sideric, he'll play it to the line, but that's going to be kept in. Lemoyne over there bats it out of the air, and it'll just be played to the line, but kept in momentarily, that is. Weston tries to play it ahead, but out of the reach of Thompson at center. Puck's played to the line, but that's going to be gloved down by Frazier. Dropped off for Weston, and he'll just get the cycle game going for the Kings. Played into the middle by Lemoyne, but no one there for the Kings. Taken over by Mumbercat. He's looking to get things turned in the right direction, but the pass goes astray. Frazier with it. Can't find the handle, now regains it, and he'll bank that off the glass and down the ice. Pick up by Murphy. Gets to McClellan. He tries to put it into the middle and does. Roach can't find it. Cycles it behind the goal. Back to the point. And that is just off the stick of Curtin, I believe. And it exits the zone. Now it's sent back in, but the Kings have lots of time to break it right back out. And they try to come back in a little too quickly, do the Bucks. Offside will be the call. 3:21 left here in the first period of play. Between the Kings and the Bucks, the last game of day one of the provincial championships. Played across, off the draw, into the middle for Cole. Cole over the line. Tries to go wide. Backhand pass into the middle. What a shot! Kelly looks behind him, but it's out the other side. And another weak shot on goal is stopped as well. Good effort from the Kings. Cole, Jackman, and LeBlanc out there to work that puck down low and get it to the net. Kelly was there to make the stop. Off the restart. Jackman can't find it in the linesman's feet. Played to the line, kept in there. So, oh, what a goal! Kelly tries to knife it away, but it hops up in the air, and it's swatted out of the air by Jordan Jackman, and he beats Kelly to open the scoring for the Kings. They'll take a 1-0 lead with 2:51 left here in the first period. What an unexpected goal. Caught everyone a little off guard. Great hand-eye coordination from Jackman to open the scoring in this one. Off the restart, puck's drifting down onto Saunders. He plays it to the corner. Bucks walking out of the behind the net. Rebounds there. Great stop by Saunders. Puck's into the corner. McClellan battled down. Puck comes free for Culp. He'll play it across the ice. Amaro with it now. Plays it back. Just off the stick of Corkum, and he'll try to play it back to Amaro. It's a little bit out of his reach, but he has lots of time to regroup. Played across again to Culp. He can't take it. Roach with a shot from the top of the circle. And that's shut down by Saunders as well. Good pushback shift by the Bucks to try and tie the game at 1, but Saunders was equal to the task. Another shot by Murphy. That's off a stick and into the corner. Puck's dug free by Sideric. He'll play it behind his goal, just out of the reach of Weston. Played to the line. Murphy keeps it in. Actually, it does come outside the line before Bailey could get his stick on it. Face-off in the neutral zone here. Minute and 50 left here in the first. Played to an open wing. Weston with it. Plays it across. Quick headman pass is a good one. Into the middle. Lively can't find it in his skates, and that's going to be an offside call, this time on the Kings. Both teams struggling to connect a few passes at the moment. Back into the zone. Bucks Murphy plays it ahead. Just onside at the line. Down the wing, centering pass. No one there for the Bucks. May have hit a stick en route. That pass out to neutral ice. Doesn't connect. Quickly back the other way, but that shot's blocked before it got to Saunders. Kings just play it to the middle, but that's going to be kept in. That shot is off a stick and over the glass. That one coming off the stick of Probert. Kings win the face-off inside their own zone. Played it ahead to Frazier. Frazier barrels over his man. Thompson shoots from a sharp angle. That's shut down by Kelly. Another face-off coming here with 55 seconds left on the clock inside the Bucks zone. Frazier has been a tower of power out there, just bowling over a couple of Bucks so far in this one. Kings win the draw, struggling to get possession. Now they do. Quick shot off a stick and wide. Battled outside the line by the Bucks. They're looking to gain possession, and they do. Pass ahead. Shot on goal from distance is stopped by Saunders, and he'll hold for another faceoff. Myra with it off the draw, plays it towards the goal. It's wide of the near post. Comes around the other side, deflected in front, but wide of the goal. Myra will pinch down to keep it in for the Bucks. Played behind the goal. Centering pass is negated there. Kings with possession. Played high off the glass and down the ice. Cole and Myra battling hard for that loose puck. Myra's knocked down. Centering pass. Out of the reach there of everyone. But LeBlanc comes off the bench for the Kings, and he has his pocket picked. Bucks come in transition quickly the other way. Kings do well to get back pressure themselves, and it's sent out to neutral ice. LeBlanc picks it up as the horn sounds. After one, it's the Kings 1, Bucks 0. Shots on goal 6-5 in favor of the Kings. We'll be back shortly for the second period of play, just after a short break. And we're back for the second period of action between the Kings and the Bucks. After one, Kings hold a 1-goal lead. And we're ready to get the second underway. Here we go. Amaro off the draw for the Kings, plays it ahead to Cole, but that pass is out of his reach, and it'll slide down the ice right on to Kelly. He'll hold for a whistle. Sorry about the break there in action, just trying to fix a few technical difficulties. Bucks gain possession back inside their own zone. Krause will try to break it out. Bucks back quickly the other way. Puck's dumped into the Kings zone. They'll be first to it behind their goal. Loose pucks gathered up. Bucks with an opportunity here. Back to the point for Bailey. Played across. Shot coming. Deflected in front. Just wide of Saunders' goal. Bucks moving the puck better on this shift here. Battle for it in the corner. Dug free. Bucks looking to drive it to the goal. Corkum on the hip of Mumbercat and played to the line, but not enough steam on it to get there. Cole takes over there. Tries to go right through his man. Bailey covering up there for Murphy, and he'll take possession. Quick stretch pass off the stick there of Weston and doesn't reach the target. Weston will gather up that loose puck, plays it off the boards out to center. Takes a bit of a strange hop. Amaro will gather it back up and dump it into the cross corner. Back for it's Bailey of the Bucks. He plays it hard up to Krause, but Krause can't find the exit to the zone. Curtin will have to go back for it. Plays it to an open wing. Bucks look to gain possession outside the zone, but can't do so. Jackman gets a stick on that one, but can't gain possession for the Kings. Now Siderik will have it inside his own zone for the Kings. He drops it back to Jackman. Jackman gains the line and fires it in. Kings will give chase. Back for it's Dodge. Behind his goal, plays it ahead. Kept in at the line by the Kings. Bucks will get another opportunity. McClellan takes that one off a skate. Plays it back to Dodge. He'll try a stretch pass, deflected into the zone. Siderik will have to go back for it. He overskates it. Sealed along the wall. Back to the point. Curtin plays it across. Shot on goal. Deflected in front. Rebounds there, but no Bucks can find it in time. Siderik stripped of the puck momentarily, but Jackman's there to help him. He'll play it out to center. Culp will fire it right back down. Now Kelly plays it behind his goal. Dodge skates onto it, plays it to an open wing, and it's tapped back inside the zone for Curtin. Dodge again, saucer pass out to the middle. That one's just softly dumped in. Icing's going to be waved off. Romaine back for it, plays it ahead. Neufeld down the wing. 3-on-2 rush coming into the middle. Couldn't quite find it in his feet there, and it's played to the line, but not out. Pridham trying to battle it. Turned over now. Bucks with clear possession. Plays it ahead. Down the wing they come. Over the line, McClellan. He's knocked off stride into the corner. Kings now with possession. Neufeld can't find the lane. He's shut down at center. Following it up, Romaine can't find the handle himself. Big hit down in the corner by Neufeld. Bucks get possession and fire it around to the far side, and he'll just exit the zone. Glover will avoid the linesman, puts it through the legs of the forechecker, and plays it ahead. Turned over at center. Probert has it knocked off his stick by his own man. Chance coming. Rebounds there. First stop is made by Kelly, and the rebound's cleared to the corner. Bucks now through the neutral zone. Big hit at the line by Romaine. Sends Harlow flying. Both players look to be okay. Romaine back for it. He's going to take a bump down low. Played to the middle. It's Lemoyne with it. Plays it ahead. Bailey steps up, keeps it at the line. Bucks were changing. Kings have some time to break out of their zone, but Bailey's back for it. Played to the line. Frazier steps in there, rips one on goal. That one is swallowed up by Callum Kelly. Face-off coming inside the Buck zone. Scrambled draw ends up in the corner. Curtin plays it high off the glass and out. Just going to have enough for an icing call as the puck was on edge. Amaro comes back to pick it up. Face-off will come all the way back down inside the Buck zone. .9:55 remaining here in the second period of action. Jackman tries to find it in the corner. Battle along the boards. Lots of pushing and shoving down low. Jackman comes out of the corner with it, cycles it back down. LeBlanc's knocked off stride down low. Possession regained by Cole. And he'll play it back down behind the Bucks goal where it's taken over there by Curtin. They'll reverse play successfully for the Bucks, and they have some time to break it out the other way. Over the line. Down the wing. Trying to find a lane to the net. Instead, played back to the point. Quick pass across is a good one. Shot on goal by Bellin is blocked by LeBlanc. Rebound in front. Referee lost sight of the puck. Not sure it was ever fully covered. There was a few guys sprawled out in that crease. And I believe the issue was one of the posts had been knocked off its moorings. Whether the goal had been shoveled in or not, it would not have counted. Face off inside the Kings zone with the Bucks pushing a little bit here. Off the draw, Bucks control. Played down low for Kraus. Kraus dishes it off there to Mumbercat. Back to Kraus behind the goal. Back to the point. Murphy with a shot. Off a body in front and into the corner. Bellin steps up to keep it for the Bucks. That pass back to the point is off a King's stick and it'll drift down the ice. Murphy will have to come back for it. He'll play it behind his goal. Picked up there by Bellin. Bellin back to Murphy. Stretch pass is off a stick. Doesn't exit the zone. Good pressure from the Kings to turn that puck over. And it's knocked out of the air there. Just low enough to not be considered a high stick. Kraus has it knocked away from him, but Mumbercat comes in to back him up. And the Kings will just play it to an open wing. Pass ahead is behind its intended target. Kings take possession again. Lemoyne looking to drive it, instead drops it off there, but Culp was changing. Pass ahead off the stick there of Lemoyne, deflected into the Bucks zone. Giving chase now is Chisholm. Chisholm tries to center it, but it's pinned along the boards. Behind the goal now, Mumbercat looking to get those wheels going. Plays it ahead, but it's out of the reach there of Kraus. He'll have to give chase. Romaine back for it. Spins and fires it off the boards and back out to center. Slavuta takes it in stride and dumps it into the corner. Rebounds there. He tries to go to the backhand. What a stop! And they score! The Bucks defenseman goes fully airborne to block the first shot as Kelly was out of the play. But Slavuta finds the rebound and just shovels it over top of everyone to give the Kings a 2-0 lead over the Bucks with 7:28 left here in the second period of play. Off the restart at center, Bucks control, played ahead, banked into the zone by McClellan. He'll give chase.
Kings goal scored by number 21, Alexander Slavuta.
Played to the line, but Curtin thinks the better of stepping up for it. Slavuta tries to play it ahead, but it's going to be offside at the line. Pass across was behind Neufeld, and as he touches up, we have an offside call. .7:08 left here on the clock in the second period of play. Kings have opened up a 2-goal lead over the Bucks. Off the draw, played across to Bailey. Bailey ahead, just chipped in by Harlow, but not deep. Sent right back out by the Kings. Now Frazier goes wide, walks around his man. Shot from a sharp angle is high and over the net. That'll rim all the way down into the Kings zone. Back for it now is Romaine. Plays it ahead to Jackman. Jackman drives down the wing. Bailey stumbles, has a lane now. Jackman sends it high and over the glass for a whistle. Bailey with Jackman driving down the wing. Caught an edge. Gave Jackman a lane to the net, but it's sent high over Kelly's goal. And the Bucks get away with that one. Off the draw, played back to the point. Here's Amaro for the Kings. Walks in, thinks about a shot, and takes a little bit too long as it's blocked. That one is sent to the front of the goal. Not sure if Kelly quite knew where it was, but he felt it somewhere in his equipment and just squeezed long enough to get a whistle. Played to the line, but kept in by the Kings. Just dished down into the corner. Back for it is Bellin, but he's sealed along the wall. Picked up on the half wall, fired out to center. Harlow over the line, tries to play it to the goal, but it's off a stick and over the glass for another face-off inside the Kings zone. Off the restart, Kings win the draw. Amaro plays it around for LeBlanc. Pinching down on him is Curtin. Played off a body and ricochets across to Corkum. Corkum down the wing. Bobbles it momentarily, regains possession. Played back to the point. LeBlanc with a shot. Deflected in front. Great stop by Kelly. Off the cold deflection right in front of him. Very key stop to keep this one in reach for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers win the draw, play it high off the boards and outside the zone. It'll drift down inside the Kings zone. Back for it is Corkum. He makes one man miss. Good pass into the middle off a stick, but lands right on the tape of LeBlanc. And another Kings player stumbles. That was Cole this time, and regains possession, fires a quick shot towards the goal, but an easy pad stop for Kelly. Quick shot coming. Blocker stop off the shot from Amaro by Kelly. Right off the draw. Pass towards the middle. Knifed away there in front, but regained now by the Kings. Culp plays it outside the line for Weston. He'll have to regroup. Here's Sideric. Plays it ahead. That's deflected in by Chisholm. Bailey's back for it for the Bucks behind his goal. Drops it off for Murphy, and he'll play it up the wing for Krause. Krause chips it to the middle, and now Mumbercats in flight. down the wing, trying to cut in. Sealed to the outside by Sideric. Loose puck comes free for Kraus now. He has Jackman to worry about. Plays it back to the point for Bailey. Bailey with a lane, takes the shot, rebounds there. Picked up by Jackman of the Kings and flipped out to center ice. Bucks can't find the handle at center. And it's just dumped outside the line. I think the Bucks thought they had to tag up, but the play was onside. Giving the Kings lots of time to break it out, but they can't do much with it. Pridham dumps it in, but it's sent right back out by the Kings. Jackman trying to gain some steam down the wing. Cuts to the middle on his backhand. Can't get much on the shot, but Kelly finds the loose puck. Looks like a hooking call is coming to the Buccaneers. 4:03 left here in the second period of play, and the Bucks are going to find themselves killing a penalty. Number 22, McClellan of the Bucks, will sit for 2 minutes or less, and a golden opportunity here for the Kings to extend their lead. Bucks played back to the point off the draw. Good play there from Kraus to battle that outside the line. Played back for Corkum now. Played ahead. Lemoyne regroups behind his goal. Bucks played ahead. Cole with some steam down the wing. He's sealed off along the wall. And we have a whistle. May have been an offside call at the line. Faceoff's going to come outside here. Minute and 37 seconds left in the McClellan penalty. Bucks will backhand that one out to neutral ice. It's fair caught there by Corkum. Corkum drops it off to Cole. Cole will gain the line and fire it in. Giving chase off the shin pads, and Kings have possession inside the zone. Played onto the half wall. Down the wing, quick shot. Doesn't reach the goal. Chopped on goal, but it's off the side of the net. Regained into the middle. Cole double clutches, can't get the one-timer away, and the Bucks will clear it outside the zone. Back for it again inside his zone. Corkum spins off a check. Nice evasive move there by Corkum, and it's fired down by Slavuta. One of the Kings goal scorers out there trying to get things pointed in the right direction for the Kings. Played into the middle and flipped out by the Buccaneers. They're going to call that a hand pass as the puck ended up in the neutral zone. 38 seconds remaining here in the McClellan penalty. So far, the Bucks have done a masterful job killing this one off. Off the restart, Weston with it now inside his own zone. Drops it off there to Jackman. He plays it across to Weston, but that pass is out of his reach. Weston is kind of sealed along the boards now. Good penalty killing by the Bucks. Killing valuable seconds here. Back the other way is Amaro. He'll dump it in and give chase. Bailey's back for it. He's knocked over by Amaro, but gets the puck ahead to his mates, and it's just kept in. Actually, it's not. Pinched ahead. Breakaway coming here. Quick shot. Pad save. Rebound. Stopped by Saunders as well. Two great stops, short-handed by Saunders, and he'll make another one for good measure. That one off Pridham, walking out of the corner. A minute and 55 left here in the second period. They may have been three of the most dangerous shots that the Bucks have had in this one, and Saunders turns them all aside. Now he's got to adjust his pads, get himself set after those spectacular stops, and we're ready to go. One back to Bellin at the point, played across, bobbled momentarily, thrown towards the goal, but the Kings gather that up. Back to 5-on-5 action now. Kings will dump it in and give chase. First man back on it. Bellin of the Bucks played ahead to Harlow into the middle now. Lane to the net for Probert. Cuts in, passes across just off the skate. Chop towards the goal. They score! Bucks get on the board with 1 minute and 28 seconds left here in the second period. And that'll make this a 1-goal game. That gets the Bucks on the board, and they needed that one badly. Get them some momentum. Heading into the third. That's off a player at the Kings bench. Face-off will be coming back into the Bucks zone.
Score number 16,
Jonathan Probert, number 16, bangs that one home on the back door to get the Bucks on the board. Great play from Mumbercat to get that out front. And looks like a penalty is coming as one of the Bucks players was dumped in the corner. Minute and 14 seconds left here in the second. And a hooking call is being made here against the Kings. Number 93, Thompson, will sit for 2 minutes or less. And the Bucks will head to the power play with an opportunity to tie this one up at 2. Bucks control it off the draw, played across. McClellan walks in, shoots. Stopped by Saunders and regained by the Bucks. Quick shot, rebound was there, but it's cleared by the Kings. And Jackman is shot out of a cannon down the ice. He cuts in, he shoots, it's high and over the goal. What a burst by Jordan Jackman of the Kings, shorthanded. But the Bucks live to fight another day on that one. Harlow plays it ahead. Big hit along the half wall. Neufeld lays the body into his man, and that's dropped off to no one by the Bucks. Back the other way quickly come Weston. Weston tries to put it in, and no penalty on the play. Bucks come back the other way. 2-on-1 opportunity. Sideric plays it well. Doesn't allow the pass across. Now McClellan at the far point, plays it in front, but that's off a King. Now a shot towards the goal. Kicked away before it got to the net. Saunders punches that one aside. And that will do it for the second period of play. After 2, Kings hold a slight edge, 2-1 over the Bucks. Shots on goal are 16-15 in favor of the Kings. The Bucks will start the third period of play with 47 seconds left on the power play. We'll be back for the third period shortly. Stay with us. And we're back for the third period of play between the Kings and the Bucks. Kings holding a 2-1 lead coming into the third period, and the Bucks will start the third on the power play. And here we go. Bailey plays it back into his own zone for Dodge. He'll play it ahead. Puck's dumped down behind the goal. Gathering it up there is Mumbercat. He's looking for an option. Played down low behind the goal. Bucks play it back up top. Here's Bellin into the middle. Back down onto the half wall. Bailey back to the top. Bellin, quick shot from the side. Knifed away with the stick by Saunders. Back to the top. Bellin thinks about a shot. Another one passed off. That one's blocked in front. Rebound stopped by Saunders. And that's sent down the ice by the Kings Weston. Right on Kelly. He'll have to drop it off there. Bellin being shadowed by Jackman. Bellin avoids the check. Doubles back behind the goal. Pass ahead's a good one. Onto the half wall. Can't get any further than center. Sullivan has it knocked away. Loose puck comes free for Mumbercat. He has a elbow basically flung at him by Lemoyne, but he avoids it. Otherwise, I'm pretty certain would have been a penalty on that play. Cole comes away with it for the Kings, but overskates it at center. Dumps it in behind Kelly's goal. He'll stop it behind there. Hands it off. Played up quickly by the Bucks. Back to 5-on-5 action here now. Bucks 0 for 1 on the power play in this one. Corkum tries to play it back, but that's out of the reach of his defense partner, Amaro. Amaro regains possession, but can't exit the zone. 3 Bucks pile in to try and win possession. Comes free momentarily, but it's shoved right back into the pile. They'll have this puck chopped into a million pieces by the time it comes out. Looks like they're gonna call a Kings player touching the puck at the bench. It's gonna come all the way back down inside the zone. Mahoney's being waved out of the draw for the Bucks. Face-off one, but the Bucks can't corral the bouncing puck. Dodge plays it to an open wing, and that'll be sent down by Neufeld behind the goal. Back forward is Dodge of the Bucks, plays it ahead, but that's cut off along the boards. Flipped to the line, and it hops over the stick of Glover, but he battles hard to knock his man off the puck. Played down to an open wing. Neufeld tries to skate onto it. He has Curtin to deal with now. Curtin fends him off. Played ahead. Turned over. Lively with a chance now. Plays it on the back door to Culp. Culp shoots. That's blocked with the stick of a diving Buck. Loose puck in front. Culp can't get the backhand away. Now he takes a shot from about the top of the circle, and that's swallowed up by Kelly. And he'll hold for a face-off. 17:09 left here in the third period. Both teams trading chances in the last minute or so. Saunders and Kelly both on top of their game. Back behind the goal, off the draw. Bucks try to play it around. That one doesn't have much on it and ends up hitting the referee's skate. Frazier takes a seeing eye shot from the point. Big save by Kelly. And it's played around, but stepping up is Weston. He plays it to the front of the goal, but no one there for the Kings. Puck's flipped into the neutral zone. Weston comes back to get it. He's forced to the corner by Roach of the Bucks. Played out by the Kings down the ice. Digging for it is Bailey, and he'll get there ahead of Thompson for the icing call. Off the restart, Myra holds it at the point, fans on the attempt towards goal. Picked up by Jackman. Played ahead, just out of the reach there. Off the bank pass. Frazier couldn't quite skate onto it. And the Bucks will turn back in transition. Over the line by Roach. He'll dump it into the corner. It'll take a strange bounce, but knocked to the corner by Saunders. Weston flips it high and outside the zone. Bellin will have to go back for it in his zone. Bucks looking to turn it back quickly. That passes off Jackman's shin pads, but he can't find it in time. Played to the line, but not out. Bucks looking to clean things up here. Inside their own zone, played ahead. Morrison gives chase. Has Corkum in his sights. Corkum spins off the check, gets it out to center. Lemoyne has it stripped momentarily by Probert of the Bucks, and it's chipped ahead nicely. Dodge gets it to Morrison, and Morrison will chip it back down. Probert giving chase on Amaro, but Amaro spins off the check there. Puck's down low again for the Bucks, but they can't come up with the loose puck, and it's shoveled out to center, where the Bucks will take over. Dodge headmans the pass. Harlow didn't quite see it in time. It'll drift down into King's zone. Back for it is Slavuta behind his goal. He'll drop it off there. Amaro with a head of steam, but he loses an edge and a little bit of speed. Regains over the line. Wide on the goal. Tries to wrap it around. What a stop by Kelly. Can't believe that one didn't bank in. Kelly got the pad down just in time. Hit along the half wall here, and he's power driven to the ice by Lemoyne. Is Mumbercat. Puck's dumped down the ice. And quickly back the other way comes Corkum for the Kings. He'll gain the line. $3 in his face. Cuts up in the corner. Looks to find a lane. Throws his man to the ice. And the Bucks take over behind their goal. Bucks with a head of steam coming down the wing. They'll gain the line. Played down onto Saunders and kicked away. Rebounds there. Unable to get it to the front of the net. And the Kings will take possession into the neutral zone. Jackman down the wing. Looking for an option. Fires it to the back door. And the pass was a great one. But they just can't redirect it on goal. And the Bucks flirting with danger, giving up that third goal here in a tightly contested affair. Kings with time to break it out, and they do just that. Played to the far wall, tipped in. Jackman tries to turn the corner, but can't do so. He'll take it back up to the top, takes a shot, rebounds there. First save was made by Kelly, and the Bucks will try to clear it out, and they do. Gwyn Timothy couldn't find the handle for the Bucks, and it'll be off his skate and down the ice. Taken over just inside the line, but yet again flipped out by the Bucks. Glover can't find the handle. Gwyn Timothy's in there to find the loose puck, and he comes away with it. Centering passes off a body, back to the point. Quick shot on goal, tipped in front. Great stop by Sanders in tight. Flipped down the ice by the Kings, out of the reach of Culp. Back for it is Dodge. Culp knocks into the ice. Neufeld couldn't center the puck, and the Buccaneers come out with some numbers. That is off the stick at center, and Weston will take over. Back to Weston inside his own zone, but he bobbles it momentarily. Can't clear the zone, but now gets a second chance and does. Culp's changing. He doesn't see the pass. Now Dodge with it. Plays it ahead. That splits the defensemen, Siderik and Weston. Icing will be waved off. Kings flip it to the open corner for Frazier. Frazier with a lane. Dodge pinches up. 2-on-1 chance here coming, but took a little too long materializing, and that shot off the backboard goes wide as well. Frazier had an opportunity. Now he'll gather it up again. Frazier cuts to the middle, just keeps it onside. Another shot towards the goal. Snatched out of the air by Callum Kelly, and he'll hold for a faceoff. Frazier's been buzzing again in this one, but Kelly's been turning him away time after time. Bucks win the draw. Played behind the goal for Bailey. He's knocked off stride but keeps the puck moving. Played out to center. Off the stick there of Roach and turned back quickly by the Kings. Bailey back for it. Plays it behind the goal. Stretch pass is off a skate. Kept in at the line. Quick shot off the stick there. Put towards the goal. Kelly slides across and takes care of that as well. Bucks trying to break it out with pressure by the Kings and haven't had that successful of a time in this one. Bailey has it roll by his stick, but the Bucks will take over as the Kings are changing. Headman pass to Pridham. Pridham is bothered by Corkum. Centering pass. No one there for the Bucks. Kept in at the line, however. Roach plays it down low. Onto the half wall. Regained. Played over to Myra. Myra with a lane. Walks in. Shoots. Stopped by Saunders on the short side. Back the other way is Chisholm. Chisholm tries to go wide. Has it chopped off his stick. LeBlanc battling down low for the Kings as well. Puck finally comes free onto the half wall and it's played ahead. Not quite far enough. Jackman will spin it back down behind the goal. Pridham trying to battle it by Corkum and does. But that's going to be too far. Icing's going to be the call against the Bucks. Just about halfway through this third period of action. And we still have a 2-1 game in favor of the Kings. Draws one cleanly back to Myra. Bucks play it ahead. That pass is out of the reach of its intended target at center. Gathered up by Roach. His backhand pass into the middle. Gathered up and played back down low. Back to Roach behind the goal. He's hounded there by Glover. Shot from the point by Dodge goes weakly wide. Played out to middle ice by Romaine. Cole plays it ahead, but that's well out of the reach of Lemoyne. Curtin plays it hard off the stick behind the goal. Ends up on Dodge's stick. Played ahead. Chance here for the Bucks, but it's overskated again by Harlow. Romaine causing some trouble for him in the corner. Dodge takes a weak shot towards the goal, but a bit of a seeing eye shot gets through to Saunders. Played across to the far point. Quick shot on goal. Rebounds there. Chopped on goal, and that is into the corner. Great stops by Saunders there to keep this one a 2-1 game for the Kings. Played out to center now. Probert overskates it. Seals Slavuta along the boards. And the Kings will take over inside their own zone. Here's Weston. Plays it across. Sideric plays it out to neutral ice. And it's chopped down the ice by Slavuta. Back for it again is Dodge. Dodge tries to spin off a check and does. Plays it ahead. Just does get outside the line. But it'll stop at center, and it's turned back by the Kings. Neufeld has it knocked away. Backing up the play is Lively, and he is planted. Back the other way quickly. Harlow has it knocked off his stick by Weston. Good defensive play there by Weston to make sure he didn't have the corner turned on him. Kings behind the goal. That's off the skate into the corner. Centering pass is there, but it's off a few bodies before it gets to the target. Now it's played back to the corner. Kings will flip it high, and it's off the skate of Bailey and sent right back into the Kings zone. Culp can't find it at center. Bucks gathering it up now, trying to string a few passes together to create something. And we're going to have an offside call at the line. .7:58 left here in the third. Murphy fires it wide of the goal, down low. Ricochets off the back wall and comes out to Jackman. Jackman almost loses it, now does. Murphy with a shot off the pad. Rebounds there, shot just high and over the net. Great opportunity for the Bucks to tie this one at 2. Kings feeling like they're reeling a little bit at the moment. They're going to have to get things sorted out if they want to keep this lead. Buccaneers starting to push. Corkum with it inside his own zone. Plays it around. Jackman has to take that off a skate. Played to the line. Thompson now with it. Chips it ahead to Jackman. Jackman trying to get those legs moving. Gains the line. He's sealed along the boards by Murphy. A few more Kings come in to help out. Push to the middle. Played out to the wing by the Bucks. Amaro has a beat on his man Kraus. Keeps him to the outside. Played into the middle. Now back into the corner. Glass gets through. Loose puck. Gathered up. Now played back to the point. Myra fans on the attempt. And that's going to be kept, or actually it's dragged out by Probert out to the neutral zone. He makes one man miss. Now another. He'll dump it in and give chase. Played right back out by Jackman. And the Kings will go for a quick change. Bucks trying to catch them. Headman pass to Probert. Probert spins around his man, drops it off, but it's off a skate. And the Kings take possession. Cole down the wing. And that's going to draw a penalty. Shot on goal, doesn't reach the net. Kings still have possession. As they touch up, Bucks will be heading back to the penalty kill. Down a goal with 6:09 left here in the third period. It's going to be a holding call. Number 5, Bellin, will sit in the box for 2 minutes or less, hoping that his teammates can bail him out and still have a chance to tie this one at 2. Back to the point. Chipped by Amaro. Kraus giving chase. Good diving play by Weston to keep him into the corner. Kraus will try to play it back outside the line to kill a little bit more time, but can't do so. Weston with it behind his goal, trying to get things pointed in the right direction for the Kings. 1 minute and 38 seconds left on the clock for the power play opportunity, and the Kings are having a bit of a tough time getting things sorted out here in their own zone. Weston gains the line, fires it in. Kings will have to overload to pick this puck up. Jackman with it now, and they'll get the setup they were looking for. Into the middle, Amaro takes a shot, it's blocked in front, rebounds there, and instead of chipping it ahead, it's fired down the ice. Kraus was looking for the breakaway pass, but it never came. Good penalty killing so far for the Bucks on this one. Jackman cuts to the middle, trying to get those powerful legs moving. Plays it off the boards, trying to give chase. He'll give everything he has into the corner. Played to the line, but just out of the reach of Corkum, and that slides out to neutral ice. He'll play it to Amaro. Amaro doubles back, drops it off now inside his own zone to Corkum. Corkum plays it ahead to Romaine. Romaine makes one man miss. Now he'll dump it in. He's bodied, just crossing the line. Romaine knocked off stride. Bit of a reverse hit there. Bucks fire it down the ice yet again. Only 14 seconds remaining in the power play opportunity for the Kings. Bucks sent ahead to Lemoyne. Lemoyne plays it into the air to an open wing. Slovuda with it now. He's got a man draped all over him. Played into the middle. Good stick there from Roach to make sure that didn't get through cleanly. And now it's sent down the ice by Slovuda. Back forward is Bailey. He'll play it around. Off the stick into the middle. Cole shoots. Pad save. Rebounds there. Another pad stop off the toe of Kelly. And we're back to 5-on-5 action. Harlow chases it down for the Bucks into the corner. He can't find the handle. Big hit down low. Pridham firing his weight around there. Played off the boards. Glove down at the line by Dodge, but he can't keep the line. Played ahead. Gathered up again by Slovuda. He'll curl inside the neutral zone and pass off to the far point. Jackman comes right off the bench. Plays it down low for Cole. Cole with it now. puts it through the legs, fires it on goal, and that's easily kicked aside by Kelly. Kings pressing now. We're into the final 3 minutes of action here in the third period. Behind the goal, Kings with clear possession. Back to the point for Weston. Weston fires it. Stopped by Kelly. Rebound was lying there, but no King in the area to knock it home. And now the Bucks will try to come back in transition. They'll fire it into the corner. As that group is tired, they'll have to go for a quick change. Roach trying to come out of the corner with it. He's battled hard by Weston. And it's pinned up along the boards by Weston. He'll happily kill time as his team has a 2-1 lead in this one. Brought ahead by Jackman. He chips it around his man and he'll give chase. He wins the puck battle in the corner but can't center the puck. Bucks have it now. Kraus on the far side. He bobbles it momentarily. Has some help from his teammates to gain possession back. Sullivan at center, fires it in. Into the final 2 minutes now. Bucks with it behind the goal. Loose puck center, but not much on the pass. It's gathered up. Bucks looking to get Kelly out of the net for the extra attacker, but they have to get possession before they can do so. Bucks played ahead into the neutral zone. Dump in is negated by Mumbercat. Now it's fired in. Weston goes back for it. He'll play it around to Cole. Cole can't handle the pass. Dropped off there to Murphy. Murphy down low. Centering pass is taken away. Cole fires it high off the boards and out to the neutral zone. Minute and 22 left on the clock. Here's Murphy. Murphy flips it to an open wing. Dumped in by Probert. Probert tries to give chase, but it's a little too far ahead of him. Siderik plays it around to the far boards, but it's sent right back down. That centering pass by the Bucks is going to split the defenseman and slide the length of the ice. Into the final minute of play here in the third period. Over the line, Bucks looking to get something towards the goal. Kings do well, and they all want a penalty. Everyone's arm goes up looking for a tripping call, but none's coming. Bucks played behind the goal. Harlow with it, can't center the pass. He's bodied in the corner. Some help comes in. Back to the point for the Bucks. Walking in. Shoots. High and over the goal. Buccaneers thought it was in. Rebounds there. Saunders has lost his stick. Kings pinning it up along the boards with only 20 seconds left on the clock. Kings play it down the ice. Hops over the stick of Murphy. And Kelly plays it, but Cole gets a stick on it, fires it towards the open net, can't find it. And we're down to the final 5 seconds here, and that will do it for this one. Final score, 2-1 in favor of the Kings over the Bucks. A hard-fought game by both teams and great goaltending at both ends. Final shots on goal, 25 apiece. And both teams will have a 1-1 record heading into day 2 of the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Provincial Championship.
In just a moment, we'll play the game's presentations.
We'll hang around for the player of the game presentations.
Player of the game for the Martello Buccaneers, number 16, Jonathan Probert.
Player of the game for the Buccaneers is number 16, Jonathan Probert.
Player of the game for the Kings is number 21, Alexander Sloboda.
Player of the game for the Kings is number 21, Alexander Sloboda. And that's a wrap for day 1 of the Under-16 AAA Nova Scotia Provincial Tournament. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to either come down to the rink and catch a few games tomorrow or tune in to highbuttonsports.ca for all the action. Thanks for tuning in yet again. My name is Jeff McIntyre. We'll talk to you tomorrow.